Okay. Coach, before you jump into your comments, could you introduce your guys to the camera?
This is Tim Howell. This is Austin Butler. And this is Ethan Jabs. I mean, man.
Comments on the hell of a game.
Our guys are so resilient. You know, it doesn't matter what happens to them. They don't cry about it. They figure out a way to make it through. You know, like Claremont's so good. They hit so many bombs at the end of that game. You know, forced the overtime. Like they got what, 5 or 6 seniors. Like I've been watching them all year, and an envy that they've got pride, togetherness. They have an identity. And just our guys fought through so much tonight to see if they could grind it out, and they did. You know, we have 2 wrecking balls, one right here, and the E-ball in the middle.
Well, describe your first half, your personal first half, and the team's first. Because obviously you carried them a lot in the first half. They got the ball to you, and what did you see something that allowed you to always get into the lane and drive?
It's tempo. We run. That's what we do. We're a breaking team, pressuring and trying to get to the paint. And it's really my teammates that they open up those lanes for me. Trevor, Joey, Jack, those shooters. Without them spacing the floor, wouldn't even be able to get to the paint. So that's what really gets me in there. And then just like the coaching staff and everyone else, just believing in me to get to the paint, make those plays. So that's really what did it for me.
What about the screens? I was going to say.
Yeah, screens are huge from Ben, said, even Rob, sometimes even some of the guards. That definitely frees me up to get into the lane and, just playing off of that and making plays. That's pretty much it, just taking what the defense gives me.
Maybe a lot of you find yourself in situations, it seems sometimes, where you have to play the end of the game with 4 fouls. Did you have a conversation with, I know that sometimes you and Bridge got to, touch base. Did that happen, and then how were you able to continue to play the style that is who you are while having to be careful?
Yeah, it's tough sometimes because of the way I play, but I trust Coach and he trusts me, and I do have to dial it back a little bit, but we play really good team defense, so that helps me when I pick up 4 fouls or 3 in the first half. I think our defense, our defensive ability as a team is what helps.
So that was the end of that game. Okay, was you dialing it back on defense?
Well, I mean, yeah, like as far as being aggressive, you try to play more conservative defense.
All 3 of you guys can address this. Eric, I'll start with you. That's 2 just fantastic basketball games you played against that program, and I know that you've spoken about what you respect about Claremont. What is it about the way that they match up with you and vice versa that just sort of elevates the game itself, makes for such great basketball?
I think you've got at this point 2 championship programs. And echo what I said yesterday about the tournament. Every team is a conference champion, more or less. And they go through the wars together, and they figure it out. They face adversity, and they come through. And then you throw them all in one tournament. It's a bunch of heavyweights. So it's a contrast of styles. We try to get them sped up, and they try to cut and move. And their guard plays phenomenal, by the way. Obviously Scarlett, but then Lanza Lines, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But it just makes for a great battle. Wish I had more than that.
Yeah, any thoughts, Tim or Austin?
They're obviously a great team. Playing them 2 years in a row now, but like Coach said, we have 2 contrasting styles. We like to run, and they like to slow it up. So I think our depth is what helps us because they go 5, 6 deep, and they're playing like 42, 45 minutes that game, and we have more guys that are able to come in and make an impact.
They pretty much covered it all. Great program, though. A lot of respect for them. Scarlett, all those other guys out there, good players. So they pretty much covered that all. But I think that our tempo and us getting up and down was what enabled us to separate.
Austin, covering you for a couple of years. Big game, tight game, need a steal, need a stop. How the hell are you doing it?
I mean, Tim Howell does it on the offensive end and carries us there. So I don't have to do as much, the rest of the team doesn't have to do as much in that facet, so I take it upon myself to try to make the big defensive plays while Tim makes the big offensive plays.
That's great.
I'll tell you what, like, I said it earlier a couple weeks ago, like, you show me another player in the country that is in the top 5 and 6 different statistical categories in this conference. You don't see that. Austin dominates the game in every single way. At the right times, at critical times, it snaps the back of the other team, whether it's a steal, a stop, both. He's just amazing. Just amazing, and in our style of play, it highlights what he does. But he just wins games without, he doesn't need to score. He just dominates. You just said a steal, a stop. His stop on Scarlett late was huge. But that's what he does, and he's been doing that since the moment he got here.
Since I got here.
Tim, you guys are back in the Sweet 16. How does that feel? Kind of take the pulse of the team where you guys are right now. You can't bring it. I mean, this is familiar territory. 3rd year in a row, I believe you guys have been one of the last 16 teams standing. Rough opening weekend for teams that people believe are in the top. But you're sort of a grizzled veteran and historian at this point in the program. Just how do you like where you guys are right now at sort of another familiar juncture, sort of in this season?
Yeah, it feels great, going back to Sweet 16. Obviously, I have a lot of faith in my guys, the team, the coaching staff. I like where we're at right now, moving forward. Definitely, there's some things that we need to sharpen up. That's what film's for. Get back in and practice and try to get a little bit better, continue to grow, and just go from there. Whoever, it doesn't matter what we're playing next. We're gonna game plan for them and have that same focus. I hope they're ready for Blues basketball. So.
Good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Congrats.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.